Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how I created this soft pink monochromatic look. It actually turned out really awesome. I really love the way this look turned out. I wasn't expecting it to come out like this, especially this amazing nude lip combo. I am beyond obsessed with this nude. Finding a nude lipstick for me is so hard, so when I find a good one, I cherish it and hold on to it forever. So if you guys are interested and want to see what this lip combo is, plus see how I got this look, keep on watching. So I'm going to start by priming my eyes with Soft Ochre Paint Pot by MAC. I just like to take my finger and apply a little bit, not a lot. I'm going to go for more of like a pinky, plummy, peachy tone. Not sure about the peachy, but for sure pinky. I'm going to be using ENCORE by Makeup Geek first, and I'm going to take my finger and just pat it onto the lid. Also, shadows, or whatever shadow you want to be the most pigmented, goes on really well while the primer is still a little wet and tacky and it hasn't set yet, so just a little tip. From there, I'm taking Sorbet, also from Makeup Geek, and I'm going to use this to blend out the outer edges of this shadow. This isn't really going to show up on my skin. I'm just using it as a transition shade. And then I'm going to deepen up this color with Tuscan Sun, also by Makeup Geek. And I'm mainly going to focus this color on the outer V, and then start blending it into the crease. And then to just further deepen up this look, I'm going to go in with Cherry Cola, also by Makeup Geek. This is a matte deep plum color, and I'm just going to apply a tiny bit to that outer V. So now I'm just taking a clean blending brush and blending around the edges. And I really just want to buff out these colors because it's already turning a little darker than what I had envisioned. I wanted it to be a softer pinky eyeshadow look, but it's okay. We're just going to go with it and just keep blending this out. Once there's lashes on, I think it's going to look a lot softer. And then to just re-intensify the shadow on the lid, I'm going to pick it up on my finger again. This is, again, ENCORE, and I'm going to press it onto the lid, mainly right here on this inner corner. Okay, for this next part, I had to put the mirror here because if not, I don't think I could see what I was doing or hold the mirror up. So I'm just going to take a gel liner and press it up against the upper lashes because I'm going to apply individual lashes, but I do want the base of the lashes to look really full and thick. So I'm going to use the NYX Mousse liner in black, and then I'm just going to take a brush. This is a Smith 203, and I'm going to start pressing it against the lashes. And then with another brush, I'm just going to lightly smudge this out so it's not like a harsh line. And now while I'm here, I'm just going to go ahead and apply my individual lashes since I do normally have to wait for them to dry before I add mascara or anything else. So I'm going to go ahead and apply some individuals. My favorite ones are the double flares because you don't need as many. And I like to use medium double flares and then a couple of long individuals to get a really nice fluttery effect. So the way you apply individuals is you take some lash glue. This is just black duo glue. You can place it on your hand. Oh, whoa, why did it come out the sides like that? And what you do is you pluck the lashes off with the tweezers, you dip it in the glue, and then you just place it at the base of your lashes. So hopefully the camera can catch all of that. Again, you guys, I still don't have a zoom lens. I'm sorry. Hopefully I can get one soon so I can do more up-close eye shots. And that's all you do. You just place them there. Can't really tell if I'm in focus while I'm doing this, but I hope I am. And I'm pretty sure I've told you guys this before too. I'm way faster and better at applying individuals on myself and to others than strip lashes. It sounds crazy, but honestly, strip lashes are just not my friend. I suck at strip lashes. Before I apply anything to my skin, I like to give it a little wipe down if I haven't washed it in the last hour or two, or maybe even a little bit longer than that. So I just use a toner. I'm using the THAYERS Witch Hazel Aloe Vera Rose, oh my god, this name is so long. THAYERS Witch Hazel Aloe Vera Rose Petal Alcohol-Free Toner. I just use this to do a little wipe down. You can see my skin's really shiny and oily right now. I think it's been like 5 or 6 hours since I last washed my face. And then as my moisturizer and primer, I'm going to be using the KORRES Greek Yogurt Smoothie, but I want a little added glow to the skin, so I'm also going to mix in a little bit of Maybelline's Master Strobing Liquid in the shade Light. And for foundation today, I'm going to be using the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea foundation in shade Light Medium Sand. I've really been loving this foundation right now. I feel like it feels like you're not wearing anything because it's so lightweight. It's a water base. You can even see it has a dropper because it's that liquidy, and it just makes your skin look so flawless. It has like a medium buildable coverage. To me, it's almost like full coverage. And what I like to do is dispense a little on my hands and apply it to my face like this. And then I'll take the Beauty Blender and blend it out. And the reason I like applying my foundation like this is because 1, it really melts down the product and makes it look more natural on your skin. And 2, the Beauty Blender absorbs everything, especially a lightweight foundation like this one. So you save more product by applying it with your fingers first and then blending it out with the Beauty Blender versus putting it on your Beauty Blender and then applying it. Also, by the way, you guys, I've decided that during tutorials, I'm just gonna wear t-shirts, except for the intro and outro, because I've ruined so many nice shirts doing makeup tutorials because I get so messy and I don't want to ruin any more nice shirts. So that is why you will see an outfit change in this video. And whenever I really love the finish of a foundation, I also like using it as my highlight. So I'm using a lighter shade of the Rainforest of the Sea foundation. This one is Fair Light Sand. And I'm going to use this to highlight the center of the face, mainly underneath the eyes, and then whatever's left over on the sponge everywhere else. And then to set everything, I'm going to be using the COVERFX Perfect Setting Powder. A lot of you guys have had questions about this one versus the Laura Mercier powder. And the reason I've switched over to this one is because this one is talc free. And after experiencing all the eye issues with dermatitis and whatnot, I decided to switch over to this powder because it's not as drying and it has a really nice natural finish. I do think you have to use a little more of this powder in areas that crease, like underneath the eyes. In comparison to the Laura Mercier one. You have to do like a light baking action with this, but I do really love this one. I love the Laura Mercier one just as much, and they did just recently come out with a darker shade of their setting powder, which is great for darker skin tones. They're both great, it's just kind of personal preference whether you want the talc-free or not. So I like to press it into areas that crease, like underneath the eyes, and then I'll take a brush and dust it all over the rest of my skin. Now I'm going to go ahead and warm up my skin and do a little contouring action with the Too Faced Milk Chocolate Soleil bronzer. I was trying to use other bronzers and I don't know, nothing compares to the color of this one. I really love the Milk Chocolate Soleil bronzers, so I'm just going to go ahead and apply this. And then I'm going to use the Too Faced Sweet Peach Glow Palette to complete the rest of the face. So I'm even going to use the bronzer in this palette because this one is more of a high shimmer bronzer. So I'm going to take that same brush and then just lightly sweep this shimmery bronzer over where I applied the other bronzer. So just lightly sweep it. And then I'm going to use the same brush to apply the blush from the palette. And then, of course, I'm also going to apply the highlight from the palette to the high points of the face. And then I'm going to go back to finish the eyes because I think right now it's looking pretty crazy, but like always, it'll pull itself together at the very end. Oh, and one last thing I like to do once I've applied my bronzer, blush, and highlight is I take whatever brush I used to set with powder, and I just lightly buff, like very, very lightly, buff across the entire face to make sure everything is well blended and there's no harsh lines and everything just looks really seamless. So now I'm going to go back and finish the eyes really quick. So the first color I'm going to do, or I'm actually going to blend together Sorbet and Tuscan Sun together to just kind of lighten the color up, or do it like as a one step. And I'm going to apply those colors to the lower lash line. And then I'm going to take a small amount of Cherry Cola and apply it to the outer portion of the lower lash line. And I'm going to take a really fluffy brush and just blend around the entire eye. Now that I have my foundation on, it'll be easier to blend around the edges. And if you need help blending, you can always pick up some of the setting powder and blend around the edges with that brush. So I'm picking up some of that COVERFX setting powder, and I'm just going to blend around the edges right here to really soften out the look. And then I'm going to use the highlight from the Sweet Peach Glow Palette to highlight the inner corners of the eye. And also the brow bone. And then again, I'm just going to blend the edges with that large fluffy brush. I don't like the brow highlight to be too strong, so I really like to buff that out so it's like a lighter sheen versus like a whoosh of highlight. And I'm going to fill in my brows with the Urban Decay Brow Beater in dark. So now before setting with brow gel and adding mascara, I'm going to spritz myself with a hydrating mist to try and get some of the old brow gel out of my brows and to make everything look really natural. I'm going to bust out an old favorite. I haven't used this one in it's not an old favorite, I just haven't used it in a while. It's the Rosewater and Glycerin Spray by Heritage Store. I got this one at Urban Decay. I got this one at Urban Outfitters, and it also matches the background. And I almost forgot, I also wanted to use this in the waterline just to brighten the eyes up. This is Fake Awake by Tarte. It's a nude eye pencil, so I'm just going to apply this to the lower waterline. And now I can go ahead and reapply the Clear Brow Gel by Anastasia and go in with some mascara. I'm using my favorite at the moment. I think I've said this in every video so far where I apply mascara. It's the Maybelline Colossal Big Shot Mascara. And when I apply mascara to individual lashes, I like to keep it more at the base versus the ends to keep it looking really natural, light, and fluttery. And now I'm going to use an actual setting spray to prolong the wear of my makeup, whereas the other spray was more so just to hydrate the skin and make the products on the skin look more natural. So for a setting spray, I'm using the Urban Decay All Nighter because we want this makeup to stay on all night. Do you guys see that? You see that? That is why I normally spray everything before I do my lower mascara, so no fear, we're gonna let this dry and then I'm gonna show you guys how I'm gonna fix this little mishap right now, okay? So give it a second, I'll be right back. All right, to fix this little problem, here's what we're gonna do. You wanna grab a blending brush, one that is super, super soft to the touch, not scratchy at all. And what I don't want you to do is try and wipe this off with the Q-tip. The reason I don't want you to do that is because once you remove the makeup, it's really hard to even out what you took off and make it match with the concealer and powder that you've already used underneath the eyes. So we're gonna take this brush and we're gonna start buffing it out. It's gonna be kind of hard, not gonna lie, because we've already set with powder, setting spray. So we're just gonna buff. And we're gonna try and blend as much of this out with this brush as we possibly can. And you can see it's mostly gone away now. So now what we're gonna do is use a foundation powder. I'm using the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in shade Medium. And we're gonna apply some more powder to that area and further buff it out. So my original plan was to give you guys multiple lip options, but I put this on first and I am beyond obsessed with the color. It is nearly impossible for me to ever find a nude lip that I am completely obsessed with. I have nude lips that I like to wear here and there, but not one that I'm like, that is my holy grail nude lip. But this color, it's like the perfect amount of taupiness with pink and it's perfect. It's Baby Lips by Maybelline, the new crayons in the shade Toasted Taupe, and then the lip liner is also by Maybelline. This is the Color Sensational Shaping Lip Liner in the shade 105 Nude Whisper. This combo together, I'm beyond obsessed, you guys, beyond obsessed. So that completes the tutorial. If you guys want some other lip options, I don't know, because I don't have any for you guys right now. I'm just kidding. I kind of wish I would have put it on second now that I think about it, but yeah, that completes this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it. If you guys did, make sure to give it a thumbs up and share this video. Someone told me to say that in my videos, so share this video if you liked it. Share it with your friends, your mom, your dad, your sister, whoever will watch it. And of course, don't forget to subscribe so I see you in the next one. Bye, guys.